also very nice to be here right after Hutch's talk. It's very inspiring. And what I want to do is very briefly talk about visions of the future that are in fact themselves inspiring, because they get people excited about the future. They get people excited about creating the future. And we're all in charge of creating our own futures. We're going to spend the rest of our lives in the future, so why not make the future a wonderful place? And we want to create a future vision where young people, our children over here, get excited about studying math and science and engineering, become our space architects, our astronauts, our futurists. So I'm going to see when we get some of our, not sure when our pictures are coming up, but in your program, second from the last page, there are some images I've helped create, visions of the future in outer space, which is my specialty. Ideas of orbital cruise ships, ideas of super yachts in space, ideas of racing around the entire planet, ideas of sports in space, ideas of humanity moving outward is what we're all about in our Space Tourism Society. And we believe by going outward, we have the opportunity to look backward and see where we came from our beautiful planet, planet Earth, our spaceship Earth. If you really think about it, we're actually all astronauts right now on a very, very large spaceship. So let's just think about that. We're in outer space right now on a very large spaceship. So I guess these images are going to come up. But the images almost don't matter so much as the idea is that people around the world, this is not just the United States, but it's around the world, are imagining a future where more and more people go off-world, go into orbit, go to the moon, eventually colonize Mars, and humanity moves outward, moves forward as humanity, not just the United States, not just Russia. We as a species, we as humanity move out forward together. And moving forward together is what I think will create more peace, more harmony, and will be more kind to our planet. So this is open to everybody to be involved with. We need new ideas, new talents, new voices. It's a wonderful design experience to be involved in all this. I call it a design frontier. And as they said earlier, in the earlier years, 25, 30 years ago, people laughed at a lot of these ideas. They don't laugh at these ideas today. And I can tell you there are several multi-billionaires directly involved in the space enterprise, space tourism industry right now, spending hundreds of millions of dollars developing these companies, developing private launch systems to orbit, developing private technologies, forming corporations, conglomerates, really. So you're going to see over the next dozen years more and more people going to space, more and more people doing stuff. If you look back now, these images are up. The great movie 2001, 1968 inspired me to be a designer. Look at this right here. 40 years ago, an iPod. You can imagine spending time at a space resort or a resort on the moon and actually flying. This is my concept and design for an orbital super yacht. Her name is Destiny. It's a very beautiful spaceship. This is a real spaceship design. In Destiny, there's a hot tub that we call a hot sphere because fluids form a sphere in zero gravity. Imagine weddings in outer space. More importantly, imagine contemplating and looking at our beautiful planet Earth. And that's what I think is the magic of all this. And then again, racing on the moon. Why not have these dramatic, wonderful, inspiring concepts of the future? And why not devote your life to making these things happen? Because as we rise those concepts, we all rise together. So basically, I want to say thank you for allowing me to talk with you briefly. And Club Curry is a wonderful concept. I actually come myself from a very, very modest personal background. Never got to go to camp or those kind of things. But I can say that ideas and concepts and being inspired by movies like 2001 can uplift anybody. From my background, I get to do pretty amazing things. Anyway, thank you very much. And it's a great event. Thank you for being here.
John, before you go, I want to ask you, what do you think of a vineyard on the moon?
Oh, great. Space wine would be very good. They're actually developing real space beer right now. It's really happening.
What about wine?
Wine is great. Makes people feel more comfortable. Basically, the grape is bigger because of lower gravity. And the meat is fantastic.
We had the idea maybe the wine thing is moved to lunar wine. How does that sound?
Okay.
How does that work for everybody out there? What do you think? Yeah. I think they discovered 2 new planets. Didn't they just recently that has water or something like that?
Actually, more than 2.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. You'll be hearing about early next year, which is a few days, and the next years to come. It's just magical and wonderful. We're really moving out, That's great.
Well, thank you so much. It was so inspiring. We all do have indeed a fantastic future, don't we?
We do, and we're in charge of inventing the future. My favorite quote of all time is, the best way to predict the future is to invent it.